Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with their opponents. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a three-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans, and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Shamar Stephen there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. K.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
We can't have that.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Cousins now from the 50. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, They all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DJ Waddle in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Osborne. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Cousins now. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To the air again, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
3, Eagles nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The throw right sideline here is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Steps away, and he's going to keep it here.
Holding offense.
That's on Lane Johnson, the former top 5 pick. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Rolling to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Now K.J. Osborne. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But the teams are ready to go at half number 2. So to bring it your way, let's get right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Scott on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They go play action with Hurts on the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure Oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Left side here to Sanders. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 45 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
In any route, you've got to break down the defender. And that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cook. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. Is complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I've seen that play a couple of times already.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. first and 10. It's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Incompletion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Now they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Second down, here's Hurts. Jeffrey with a catch left side. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
Now you win on the extra field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run. Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.